We, we have time for a few questions, so there are 2 microphones. So I please invite you to ask questions or speak loudly from your place. Oh. A bit.
Okay. I'm one of the conference organizers. My name is Kanata, but this question is just from my own personal curiosity. Last Friday, the first medical marijuana dispensary on Mohawk territory in Quebec opened in Kanastake. The owner knows that it's illegal, but the dispensary hasn't been shut down as far as I know. So my question to the chiefs and the legal counsel is, what course of action would you take if that happened in Kanawake?
In Kahnawake, we have the Kahnawake Peacekeepers, which is our own police force. They would be immediately shut down because there is a moratorium that's in place right now.
Hi, my question was for the City of Montreal. Yeah, I was wondering if you had considered the possibility of private enterprises selling cannabis in Montreal. It's a possibility within the Quebec law, and I was wondering if you had contemplated licenses for these possibilities, and maybe thinking in terms of what Vancouver has done, making a distinction between not-for-profit and for-profit enterprises.
Yeah, sorry. As far as I know, right now it's just the SAQ or SQC that's allowed to distribute it, to sell it. But I don't know if that will change. I'm sorry, I don't know any more than that.
Another question. My name is David. I have another question for Sue Montgomery. I'm just curious. There are a lot of restrictions around smoking in buildings and restaurants and so forth. Will there be an opportunity for people in Montreal to have, like you have a bar, maybe a smoking kind of a place where you can go and enjoy your marijuana if you want to, sort of like you do in a bar? Has there been any discussion of that?
You can go to a bar and enjoy your... Oh, I see. Instead, like drinking. Like you're not smoking in a bar.
Exactly.
No, I think the idea is to keep the smoke outside. I think there's a feeling that the secondhand smoke is disruptive to other people. But, you know, I like I said, we're at the very beginning stages of this, so I mean, things can evolve. But right now, it's just sort of following the cigarette bans as well.
Okay, thank you.
Are our industry people still in the room? Did they leave?
Maybe they're having lunch.
Are they both gone?
They're munching.
No? Yes. Can I ask a question related to the previous panel?
To the what?
To the previous panel on industry? Are they still here, though? Are the panelists still here? Okay, they're gone? Okay. No. Okay, cool. All right, thanks.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Fagenbaum. I have a question for Her Worship. Correct title. You owe it. You're due it. So first of all, there's 2 loopholes to the Hampstead smoking bylaw, and I'll let anybody know so they don't have to go to Côte-des-Neiges NDG to smoke if they want to. But my question is about control. I know you're doing a public health initiative as opposed to public security, but your experience of not getting served at 16 in the LCBOs is unfortunately not the experience that in your area the children who are mine have in getting access to alcohol. Apparently there are dépanneurs that when you show ID they will charge you a premium based on how young you are. And I'm just concerned about that being the case in marijuana as well.
Well, didn't the Senator White, didn't you just say that the penalty can be $14 if you're selling to... $14, 14 years. You get charged $14. 14 years if you sell to minors. So I would think that that would be a deterrent for any dépanneur owner.
Well, and we haven't tracked them down yet in the SAQ model, and if people are willing to do it, they're willing to do it. They have to be caught for them to serve 14 years.
But there'll be a dramatic difference between somebody who sells a six-pack of beer to a 16-year-old, because that's under provincial legislation and the penalties are much different, than this legislation, which will be up to 14 years in jail. So this legislation will follow more in line with trafficking of narcotics under.
But we still have to get them.
I understand that. My point, though, is that I'm not sure how many depanneurs are going to sell 10 grams of weed to a 16-year-old when they might have sold a six-pack of beer. It was certainly the fear will be much greater, I think, from of illegally selling marijuana or cannabis.
Then we better advertise that a lot.
Thank you very much to this panel. So